Ever felt like a promise in a relationship was as fragile as a house of cards, ready to topple with the slightest breeze? What if there was a secret to not just making them but keeping them, making your relationship unbreakable? 1. Understanding the power of promises. Why are promises so much more than just words, and how can they transform your relationship? Promises are the threads that weave the fabric of trust in a relationship. They're not just words, they are commitments that hold the power to deepen your connection. When you make a promise, you're giving a piece of your integrity to someone else, saying, "You can count on me." But here's the kicker: the real magic happens not when you make promises but when you keep them. It's like depositing trust coins into your relationship bank. So, start small. Make promises that are clear, doable, and meaningful. 2. Communication. The golden key. What's the one thing that can make or break your ability to keep promises? Unlocking the golden key of communication is essential for keeping promises. It's all about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and expectations openly and honestly. Imagine your relationship as a team sport where communication is your strategy to win. Start by actively listening to your partner, not just hearing them out. This ensures you understand their needs and expectations. When making promises, be specific. Vague promises are like clouds without rain, full of potential but delivering nothing. Discuss timelines and be clear about what you can deliver. Remember, a promise is a two-way street. It involves both making and receiving. 3. Setting realistic expectations. Ever wondered why some promises are harder to keep than others? Navigating the landscape of promises means mapping out the terrain of your capabilities. It's about knowing the hills you can climb and the rivers too wide to cross. Setting realistic expectations is your compass. Begin by understanding your limits and your partner's needs. Communicate openly about what's achievable, breaking down grand promises into smaller, manageable commitments. This strategy not only makes it easier to keep your word but also prevents the disappointment that comes from unmet expectations. Consider creating a shared goal that both of you are committed to achieving. It fosters teamwork and shows that promises are a two-way street. 4. Trust. Building it brick by brick. How does trust influence the promises you make and keep? Trust is the foundation on which the castle of your relationship is built, and every promise kept is like a brick that strengthens this foundation. But here's the thing: building trust doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey of consistent actions and kept promises. Begin with the basics, be honest, even when it's uncomfortable. When you say you'll do something, do it. If circumstances change, communicate openly and adjust your promise accordingly. Remember, trust is also about believing in each other's intentions and capabilities. Encourage your partner, and celebrate when they keep their promises too. 5. Accountability. Owning your promises. Why is taking responsibility for your promises a game changer in love? Embracing accountability in your promises is like wearing a superhero cape. It shows you're ready to take on responsibility, come what may. It's about owning your words and actions. When you promise something, jot it down. This small act of writing makes your commitment real and tangible. If you find yourself struggling to fulfill a promise, communicate this early on. Discuss what's hindering you and seek a solution together. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present and proactive. Let your partner see your efforts to keep your word. This transparency builds trust and respect, showing that you're not just talk. 6. The art of apology. When promises are broken. What's the right way to apologize and rebuild when a promise is broken? When a promise is broken, it feels like a crack has formed in the very foundation of your relationship. But here's the silver lining. This moment holds the potential for growth and deeper understanding. The key? A genuine apology. Approach this with humility and openness, acknowledging the impact of your actions without excuses. Explain what went wrong and, importantly, how you plan to prevent this in the future. This isn't just about saying, "I'm sorry," it's about showing you understand the pain caused and are committed to making amends. Then, take action. Let your behavior demonstrate your commitment to change. 7. Rituals and reminders. Keeping promises alive. How can simple rituals and reminders transform the way you keep promises? Incorporating rituals and reminders into your daily life is like setting up a lighthouse. guiding your promises safely home. Start by creating a shared ritual, perhaps a weekly check-in where you discuss your commitments to each other. This not only reinforces the importance of your promises but also provides a space for open communication. Use technology to your advantage. Set reminders on your phone for important promise deadlines, or create a shared calendar. Visual cues can also be powerful. Try leaving notes for each other in unexpected places as reminders of your commitments. 8. The role of forgiveness in promises. Why is forgiveness more powerful than you think in the realm of promises? Forgiveness is the secret garden where your relationship can bloom anew, even after the storm of a broken promise. It's about choosing to release resentment and understanding that imperfection is part of the human condition. Begin by reflecting on the situation. Recognize the hurt but also consider the circumstances and intentions behind the broken promise. Communicate openly about your feelings and listen to your partner's perspective. This mutual understanding paves the way for forgiveness. Next, consciously decide to let go of grudges. This doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing not to let past hurts control your future happiness. 9. Growing together. Promises as stepping stones. How can keeping promises lead to personal and relationship growth? Seeing promises as stepping stones means recognizing each commitment as an opportunity for growth, both individually and together. Start by aligning your promises with shared goals and dreams. This creates a path where each step forward is a step closer to a common vision. Celebrate the fulfillment of promises, no matter how small, as milestones in your journey. This not only reinforces the value of keeping your word but also highlights the progress you're making together. Encourage each other to dream bigger and make promises that challenge you to grow. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. 10. Beyond words. Actions speak louder. Why are actions the truest form of promise in a relationship? In the realm of love, actions truly speak the language of the heart, louder and clearer than any words could. To transform your promises into tangible expressions of love, start by actively listening to your partner's needs and desires. Remember, it's the thoughtfulness and effort behind the action that counts, turning everyday moments into extraordinary expressions of love. By consistently aligning your actions with your words, you not only keep your promises, but also fill your relationship with trust, respect, and an unbreakable bond. Check out this playlist of the top 10 videos on relationship advice for women. And we'll see you in the next video. With love.